Welcome to Louisville, where the average player experience looks something like this. In this series, I spent 100 days attempting to liberate the entirety of Louisville by killing every single zombie. Will I kill every zombie? I'm not even sure. There'll definitely be a fun challenge with lots of up and downs, so stick around and find out. Enjoy the video. Day 1, let's go. I open up a mod that I have and it shows you all the zombie locations. Now I'm not going to have this open all the time, it's only for when I actually try and clear out the place, because at the moment I'm just trying to survive. So anyway, I equip myself with a plastic bag and get going. Here I get my first zombie kill. That's it, I've liberated Louisville. I then look down south and I'm like, no, I'm going up north, see ya. And I look around these buildings and I find a hardware store. I also find this police zombie. They have a shotgun. I think they're the stupidest zombie. I open the door and they go and bash to the other door. Look at that, a shotgun. I've only got about 5 shells, so not a lot. Find myself an axe, which I'll use as a melee weapon.
Nice.
First horde, or well, not horde, mini horde, let's say. I then head up further north because I know there's a baseball factory, and obviously that's pretty crowded with zombies at the moment. So I go for the factory next to it and I clear out all the zombies just hanging around outside. I make my way inside and I deal with every single intruder into my new base. Oh well, temporary base. There's quite a few of them. There we go. Peace at last. I'm upstairs, I get to chill. And that's it for day 1. On to day 2. Day 2, I raid the fridge and I head back outside. I have a visitor. Then head back to the hardware store and continue to collect weaponry and other useful things. I find a tactical knife and yeah, it's pretty good, but I'm not a massive fan of the short range. I like to be able to keep the zombies further away from me. So I go back to the axe. And I then continue looting other shops just to the right. Just want to butt in here while the time lapse is playing and just thank you guys so much for all the support I've received. I know I've not uploaded in quite a few months, but I've been really busy and I've just been a bit burnt out from Project Zomboid, but I've taken a break, I'm back now and I'm so motivated to make content for you guys, and this series will be continued. I hope you guys do enjoy, and if you do, please consider subscribing and helping me reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. It'll be a dream come true. Enjoy the video. I then find a zombie with a massive large backpack on. I open the door. I'll come back for them later. I'm quite tired at the moment, so I take a little nap. And just then I head back out at about 9 o'clock. I walk my way down. It's almost like it knew I wanted the backpack and it came to me. And oh, another police zombie. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the knife. So anyway, I take the axe down further south and start clearing out another car parking lot. So, while this plays, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to do a bit of a giveaway with this video. In the comments, let me know how long you think I'll survive and how many zombie kills you think I'll get. The closest person for each guess will receive either a free copy of Project Zomboid or a £10 Steam gift card. The winners will be announced on the last episode when I reach 100 days. In order to see if you've won or not, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so you guys can know and watch the final episode and see if you've won. Good luck. I head back home and head to bed. It's 3 in the morning. On to day 3. On day 3, I head back to the hardware store because I know there's things that I can use to repair my axe and knife. So I sneak in past the horde waiting outside, grab some items, and then head back out. Just about making it. But then decide how I'm going to fight them anyway. So with my new repaired axe and knife, I take them out. On my travels I found a baseball bat, so I decided to test it out. It's pretty effective. Then head back down to the parking lot to clear out even more because there was a lot there and I wasn't quite sure my goal for this series at the moment, or well, I wasn't quite sure for my goal of how I'm going to liberate the entirety of Louisville. So my goal for now is just to kind of clear out a lot of the area. Head back home on to day 4. On day 4, early in the morning, I take my knife outside and start dealing with some angry protesters outside my factory. Then take the baseball bat down to the car park a lot again and just mow through hordes and hordes because I'm still trying to figure out a good base location. This entire time I've been kind of thinking, where would a good base location be where I'm not too far from everything? I'm far enough away so I'm not getting swarmed by literal thousands. Before I did this run, I did a little test run where I spawned right in the middle of Louisville, and honestly, the streets were littered, as in, I was in a car, going 5 miles per hour, dodging and weaving through hordes. Like, it was impossible to get through. In other words, I need a good base where I can always come back to and always be safe. I head back home because I'm really tired, even though it's only 11:30, so I have a quick nap, set an alarm, and head back out. Or, however, I do discover that I have this annotated map, and they say there's a weapon cache just opposite the art gallery, so I'm going to head over there in a few days' time. I head back to the car park and start dealing with more zombies. In the evening, I head back home. I am exhausted and very tired, so I run back, get inside, and I start annotating my actual map with all the annotated maps that I've found. So there's a car with weapons just there, and then also I found this other annotated map which is a bit interesting. They have a pizza lady selling burgers or something, I don't know. But yeah, I mark it on my map and we'll go check that out a later date. Maybe next episode. Day 5, I head back down to the car parking lot, and yeah, there's a lot more hordes coming from that big building. It's a big residential building just across from me, and they all just funnel out from there, and I've looked and there's probably a good few, maybe 400 or 500 zombies in there. So I take the baseball bat and I'm just going to start chipping away at them, because there's nothing else I can really do. I can't just run in there guns blazing at the moment. I have no guns. Well, I have a gun, but it's only got like, what, five shells, which isn't enough at all. I then decide to use my trusty hammer to basically bash all their heads in. It works for a little bit, but I get bored and go back to the axe. Because of how exhausted I get because of so much fighting, there's this little pizza place which I basically just go into. I rest at the tables, eat the stale pizza, and then, yeah, head back out when I'm not exhausted. Back to hammer time. This lady here has a hatchet in them, so I'm gonna take that when I can. Can never have enough weapons with this challenge. That's a problem that I kind of can run into later on if I'm not careful. So I need to basically use everything I can. Once again, head back into the diner to eat some more stale pizza and rest. I then am extremely exhausted and I decide it's probably best to head back now. I don't want to get caught out when I'm tired. Oh, I almost burned some popcorn. And then head to bed. On to day 6. Alright, and on to day 6. And first off, we find a working car. Perfect. I then go through another horde with an axe. Then I take my baseball bat out and I deal with the rest of them in the area. I then take the car that I found and drive it back home. I'm so happy to have this car, so useful. And that's really all I did on day 6, I cut out quite a lot of the fighting. Day 7, I get in the car and I decide that today we're going to go get some more gas for my car. So I head down to the gas station, I clear out all of the zombies in the area so I can safely get gas, and take it back to the car and put it in and fuel up. Then also take a nightstick that I found from the dead police officers that I've killed along the way, and take it to the zombies and, yeah, they fall. I do quite like this nightstick, but it is a bit of a pain sometimes because it does take quite a lot to kill each zombie, but overall it's okay. It's just a bit of a pain when you're killing, you know, hundreds at once. After that I'm very tired, I make my way home and sleep. On to day 8. Now, on day 8, I decide, let's go check out that weapons cache that the annotated map said. So, I head over there, and yeah, I don't like what I see, really. As you see this footage here, it's me sped up, obviously, but I'm going through and you can see the amount of zombies, and that's just on the roads. I don't want to begin to imagine what it's like in those buildings. As I was doing this, it kind of put into perspective how many zombies I'm going to have to kill, because there is so many. But we'll figure out a way to do it. There's just so many, and this is why I need guns. So I get to the area, and honestly, I don't want to risk it. So I head all the way back. I then head to the base location that I want to make for this series, or well, the first base location, and it's in this self-storage facility. High fences, 2 entrances. All I have to do is put a car in front, a gate, and, you know, it'll be perfectly safe. To do this, however, though, I go into this little kind of storage lot for cars, and this is where I'll be temporarily. Clear out all the zombies that are inside this area, and any that are attracted. I also find this in a car, which, well, is always very, very useful. And then deal with more zombies that keep trying to bash their way in. I then head back. I've cleared out a large amount of them, and on day 9 we'll be clearing that entire lot out, making it a bit of a home, and moving into the storage lot. Day 9, I find house use generators. Brilliant. I was going around and basically looting everything from the area because I'm not going to be here back for a while because I'm going to the self-storage area for my new base. So I loot everything in here, so here's the montage of me at like 6-7 times speed going through and demolishing everything. I don't bring the water bottles because water's not a problem at the moment, but food is, and I can always come back here for the water bottles. Water just weighs so much. So, while it's time to play this again, I'm going to ask you a few more questions. What do you want to see from this series? Do you want me to do little challenges? Do you want me to spend maybe 20 days base building? Or do you want me to spend 20 days literally just off fighting for 20 days straight? Or do you want to see a bit of a mix? Let me know in the comments. and I'll do whatever is the most liked. I then dump it all in the back of the car, which is brilliant. I love having this car, it's so useful. Can't wait to get like a bigger truck. I then head home and I reload and unload my magazines for my Beretta, basically until I level up, because I want to get better at the reloading skill. And then on to day 10. Right, today is the day we move. Goodbye the factory, we'll come back for you later because we want to come to that baseball factory, but for now, let's get going down to the new base where we will be setting up for the foreseeable future and probably for the first 100 days that we do. I get to the vehicle lot basically just down from the self-storage, and I have to deal with all the zombies that are here that have come and migrated down here, which isn't brilliant, but has to be done, and they'd be killed anyway, so might as well do it now. Right, so we enter into the self-storage area. But there's a few guys inside, but we deal with them pretty quickly. Thankfully, they weren't like ready to pounce on me as I came around that corner. That would have been bad. And that's one thing I'm kind of worrying about with the series, because of how many buildings there are. Entering buildings when it's like dark, tight corridors, hundreds of zombies, not going to be a brilliant recipe, because that might equal death. I then push further into the storage lot and kill all the zombies that are in here. You can see through the time lapse that there's quite a few, not as many as I was expecting, but can't really say I'm mad at that. I'm quite happy that there's not many. Only thing is that this top area that I want to get to it's all locked in by locked doors, so I'm gonna have to bring something to get rid of them. On to day 11. You may be wondering, why is it day 11? That is because I forgot and lost track of time, so you guys are getting day 11 as well in this episode. So I start off by basically dealing with all the zombies outside, take up my metal baton, and get through one of the locked doors because I want to get inside. And here's a montage of me quickly looting and going through every single door. There wasn't really a lot in here, but generally it's good just to have this place all safe and secured. I do need shit downstairs, and this is where I find the mother load. Well, not really, but quite good stuff. We've got a proper rifle with ammo and a military backpack. Looks really cool as well. And then put the military backpack on, a little bit more weight and a little bit reduced capacity when it comes to like how much everything weighs, so you know, pretty good in the end. I then plan on making this upstairs here my house for a while and a base. I put a desk in front of the door and we go to bed.